Welcome back to another episode of Takopi's original sin or Takopi no Genzai. So in the previous episode, we ended it on quite a tragic note, but it was interesting seeing the response of people, especially online, like different reactors and stuff like that to that episode. Obviously everyone has their own opinion on it, but yeah, for me it was a very tragic scene to end it on because I feel like both Takopi and Shizuka are learning wrong lessons, right, in life. And I feel like obviously also Marina, she was just a very tragic character and a very big victim of circumstances that ended up meeting a fate that she definitely didn't deserve, you know, contrary to what it seems like is popular belief online. But yeah, anyways, that's just my opinion on it. But it was a fantastic episode, horrible to watch, but I am really scared of which direction this is gonna go in because, as I said, it seems like both Shizuka and Takopi are learning of things that shouldn't be the universal truth, right? Shouldn't be the path to go down. And yeah, I wonder where it's gonna go. I also saw one thing that I thought was really, really interesting, which I didn't actually connect until someone pointed it out. I actually saw it on like a different reaction video comment. It was about the actual phrase of the original sin, right? Because if you look back on, obviously, an original sin in the biblical sense is when the snake gave the forbidden fruit to Eve, and then Eve took the fruit and gave it to Adam, and they ate the forbidden fruit, which would be they used a gadget that the god or I guess, a higher being prohibited them to use, right? Obviously, paralleling the entire sin of Takopi giving the rope, the gadget, to Shizuka and breaking the rule of you have to be there when she uses it, right? That being Takopi's original sin. That makes a lot of sense. And then if you look at, obviously, once again, the Bible, the second sin in the Bible would be Cain killing Abel with a rock, right? Which, let's look at the previous episode of Takopi killing Marina with the camera. Yeah, I feel like it's paralleling the Bible and all of the sins and stuff like that. Very, very, very literally, I would say. I don't know how it goes from here on out. Like, I don't know the Bible by heart and stuff like that, but I wonder if it's gonna continue paralleling it and stuff like that, or which direction this is gonna go in. But I just thought that was a really, really cool detail that I never would have noticed myself. So yeah, that's a fantastic thing to add. But anyways, I am scared, but also excited to see where this is gonna go. So I guess there's only one way to find out. So if you wanna watch this, uncut and unblurred as always, on a Patreon down in the description. Let's go into Takopi's Original Sin, episode 3. Here we go. Oh. Right off the bat, huh? Oh, this already hurts, man. Yep. Yep, no more do-overs either. And I think, yeah, it's about to go into the opening. So the interesting thing as well here is, you know how in the previous, or it wasn't even the previous episode, it's in the first episode where Takopi pointed out in your language, the act of taking one's own life is, I can't even say the word, unfortunately, because of YouTube. YouTube doesn't like that word, but is the S word. And here, pointing out the act of, you know, taking away someone's life would be killing. Very interesting how it's learning concepts that, God, are so rough. Takopi's confession. Please, please, my boy, be good. Be okay. I have a bad feeling about the title. Oh no, they're still here.
から来てて、ハッピー星人だっぴ。なんか、なんだっけ、ハッピーフルーツが美味しいんだよね。
Poor guy, he's getting involved in something way too big.
いや、おかしいだろ。
何が？
何かって意味がわからないんだけど。なんで殺すんだよ。他になんかあるだろ。
でもマリナちゃんが。
しかもなんで普通に置いて帰る感じなんだよ。わかるだろ。
あずまくん、なんだか怖いっぴよ。もっとハッピーに。
お前、人が死んでるんだぞ。なんだよその喋り方。ふざけてるのか。
ごめん。
少し黙ってろよ。
あずまくん。でもマリナちゃんは魔法で死んじゃったんだから、しょうがなくない？
魔法なんかじゃ。
Yeah.
魔法だろうがなんだろうが、殺人は殺人だよ。クセさんは少年院に入ることになると思う。宇宙人がやりましたなんて通用しないよ。
それじゃあ、チャッピーに会いに行けない。
Okay, I know this is. I know I'm pausing it a lot, but I really like the things that he's saying here. I actually like this guy. I think he's blurting out a few things kind of like in panic, which is very understandable. I think he's being like very harsh. He obviously doesn't fully know how to fully deal with a person in this kind of mental state like Shizuka, but I think what he's saying goes to show his character a lot. I feel like he is extremely righteous, maybe even slightly to a fault. But I respect it a lot, especially for like a 9-year-old kid. I respect it.
罪を軽くするには自首だから、すぐ交番に行きなよ。
あずまくん、他にはどんなのがあるの？
他？
自首じゃないやつ。私本とかわかんないから。あずまくんは詳しそう。
Oh no.
なんかだと他人に罪を
No!
いや、それはフィクションか。よくあるのは罪を隠すとかじゃないの。定番だろ。
そっか。じゃあそれやろうかな。少年院に入りたくないから、それをやろうかな。どうやるのがいい？
いや、それも犯
Do you
罪だ
think
し。
he's gonna rat her out?
そもそも子供だけで隠蔽できるわけが。
タコピーの魔法もあるよ。だから、あずまくんが方法を考えてくれないかな。
そんなことできるわけが。
ねえ、なんでできないの？私たちだけじゃ。
Everyone's going through something.
だからあずまくんに助けてほしいの。私友達もいないし、ママにも頼れない。他には誰もいないの。
No.
あずまくん、お
No.
兄ちゃんができたのに。お願い。あずまくんしかいないの。
No! He's gonna get guilt tripped into it. Or I guess he just likes her.
僕ならできる。
少年院ってなんだっ
Oh, fuck.
おい、タコ。これは。
あ、それは思い出ボックスだっぴ。
Checking out all the gadgets.
中に入れたものをそのままの状態で保存できて、綺麗な葉っぱとか。
大きさ変えられるのか。
No, they're gonna preserve the body in it?
とりあえずこれでキララ坂を埋める。凶器はタコが体内に隠すと。あとは
Oh, fuck.
本当に大丈夫なんだろうな。
変身パレットの変身は完璧だっぴよ。それより
Takopi's gonna now have to experience the life of Marina. That's not gonna be good.
くれぐれも家で怪しまれるなよ。全部台無しになる。
I fucking hate that. I would love this if this was just like a detective, lighthearted story. If like set up, then this could have been like really cool. But like the way that this is set up, I
静香ちゃんが笑ってくれるなら、今後は僕がマリナちゃんとして頑張っていくっぴ。
Also, the title of the episode, man.
元気に頑張っていくっぴ。
Takopi's confession. Gorgeous shot, by the way. Gorgeous animation.
人の金でわけわかんねえもん作りやがって、この寄生虫が。
This is where she learned the word.
俺が苦労して稼いだ金何に使おうが勝手だろうが。
ただいま。目に入ったらどうするつもりだったんです。女の子なのに顔に傷がついたら。
だから傷もついてないしマリナも大丈夫だって言ってるだろうが。
マリちゃんはあなたに慰謝料を請求することだってできる。
いつまでも被害妄想垂れやがって非生産的なんだよ。これだから働いたことのないクソ女は。
マリナちゃんのパパとママは毎日たくさんお話ししてる。
Oh God.
仲良しだっぴよ。
泣けばどうにかなると思いやがって。
じゃあチャッピー探しに行こう。ああ、いいっぴね。
いやいやいやいや、だから今すぐは無理だって。チャッピーがいるお父さんのところって東京だろ。子供だけで行くのは大変だ。それにこのタコが家に馴染むまで待つべきだ。
ところで離婚調停ってなんだっぴか。マリナちゃんママが言ってたんだっぴが。
Oh
自分の
God.
目から大丈夫だろうが、しばらく町を離れるのは避けたい。今からじっくり計画を練るとして、決行は夏休み。それまでは毎日放課後作戦会議だ。いいよね。
わかった。
よし。いやいや、こんなことしてる時間ないのに。今日はもうさっさと帰って勉強しないと。
おい、外で遊ぶなんて珍しいじゃん。クラスの友達。
純也。
お前すっかりお兄ちゃんって呼ばなくなったな。
Brother?
アズマくんのお兄ちゃんだっぴか。
ピ？うん、そうだけど。
He's in the opening.
純也こそ帰るの早いね。
ああ、はいや。これからバイトなんだよ。母さんのことなんかなだめといてくれる？
わかった。
I don't trust nice characters.
自分はバイトなんかする必要ないんだよ。お小遣いなんていくらでももらえるのに。ああやって母さんに心配かけて。
そっぴ。
わざわざ自分の金であのバカみたいな指輪買って。
Ring.
おとなしく勉強だけしてればいいのに。誰よりもそれを望まれてるのに。
アズマくん、
クゼさん。
取っちゃえばいいじゃん。指輪。そしたらきっとあの人ショックでバイト辞めちゃうよ。
Okay, I should also say this. I forgot to say it earlier, but the really interesting thing is, did you hear Marina's dad calling her mom a parasite, which is the same thing that Marina called Shizuka, right? Kind of, you can see where Marina picked up a lot of the behaviors and stuff like that, which is so unfortunate. The more that I watch this, the more I'm sad that we won't be getting to see Marina's development and stuff like that. She was such an interesting character. Oh man.
っていうか、それって窃盗。
なんていうか、アズマくんならできそう。
Ah.
ここが東君のお家だっぴか？で、何を取るんだっぴっけ？黙れ！もしもの時はタコピーの魔法もあるよ。
とはいえ、こいつを家に連れてくるなんて。よし、純也が指輪を外すのは風呂の間だけだ。今ならあいつの部屋に。あった。
よかったっぴね。
よし、これを。
見ろよこれ。ついに買ったんだわ。彼女とお揃いで。やっぱこういうのは自分の金で買わないとじゃん。
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
つぶってるんだろう。本当は欲しいものなんてなんだって手に入れられるくせに。
そうだ。お前それずっと使ってるだろ。次にバイト代入ったらさ、お前にも。
I wonder what the bad thing is because so far we haven't seen anything bad from him.
おい、道具でなんとかできないのか？
わかんないぴ。あれでもないぴ、これでもないぴ。
スマホ。
The flower.
まだ入ってたっけ？
Oh!
見られたらまずい。逃げるぞタコ。わかっ。
Uh-oh. There's a weight limit!
マジか。
声がしたような。気のせいか。
Ooh! Oh, don't do this to my heart. Okay, this should be fine though. Yeah.
東くん、大丈夫だっぴか？どこも痛くないっぴか？そうだっぴか。よかったっぴ。でも、指輪取れなかったっぴね。
できなかった。残念。じゃあ罰ゲーム。おやつのパンケーキはなしです。お兄ちゃんはいっつも100点だったよ。我慢できるよね。
まあまあ。
じゃあ次。次こそはもっと。ああ。また食べてもらえないね。
Oh, that's not nice.
せっかく作ったのに。
Bro!
ごめん。気を我慢して次はできるように。なんかさ、こういうのも全部無駄かな。
That's horrible!
何をやってもやっぱり君はもう。待って。
That's such a horrible thing to say as a parent. Wow!
どうかまだ僕のことを。
何二人ともボロボロじゃん。ボロボロだってか？
Aww, poor thing. So, if I'm understanding the entire situation in his home correctly, it's his brother was kind of like took all the spotlight and kind of put pressure on I forgot his name. Azuma? Was that his name? Onto Azuma, right? And obviously his family, his mom specifically, we don't know about his dad. His mom specifically put so much pressure and so many expectations onto him because of how successful his older brother was. And now seeing his older brother, Azuma seeing his older brother kind of throwing away the entire dream that everything that Azuma has been chasing, his older brother had, and in Azuma's eyes, his older brother just threw it away and kind of stopped, devoting himself to studies and stuff like that, and started working instead of it. And so now Azuma's like, why would you do that? Why would you throw away everything that I'm striving for, right? I think that's kind of like the angle here, right? Why are you saying that my goal is meaningless and stuff like that? I feel like that's kind of like where this is coming from, I think. I don't think that the brother is in the wrong at all here, but I do think that it's the mom and the expectations on Azuma that birthed this kind of environment and mindset, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Takopi. I might need to mute this, or at least heavily censor the audio. Sorry about that on YouTube. Ooh! They didn't even fully bury it. Azuma, it is Azuma. Do we know how far away they are? Oh, do we know how far away they are? They are in... I'm trying to see if it says where they are. Oh, it says up here. Is this Hakodate? I think this is like close Hakodate. I think this is Hakodate, or at least close to Hakodate. And then Aomori, and then down to Tokyo. That's a long way down. Does that say 13 hours? Yeah, it does. I think it's a bit above Hakodate. Is that the Harajuku station? The old one? Ugh, the Beetle. Oh! Oh! Yeah, volleyball. Hmm. 'Cause she's gonna equate father to Tokyo. Oh no!
お、おう。じゃあ、マリナも来ちゃうか、パパのところ。そうだそうか、来ちゃうか。
やったー。
That's
マリちゃん、
whew.
今日はパパ帰ってこないって。
ピー、やっとっぴー。東くんに知らせなきゃ。夏休み前に行けちゃうっぴー。やっとっぴー。そしたらきっと静香ちゃんも喜ぶ。
マリちゃん、
なんだっぴー、ママ。
言葉遣い。
あ、そうだっぴーね。あ、気をつけなきゃっぴー。だってこれからは僕がマリナちゃんとして。
Yep, here it is.
はしたないよ、その言葉遣い。直せる。
ごめんぴ。
Yeah.
マリちゃん、
Mm.
マリちゃん、わかるよね。マリちゃん、マリちゃん、
もうしない。
マリちゃん変わっちゃったね。愛はずーっとママの味方で、いい子でお話聞いてくれたのに。
Fuck you.
じゃあ直す。前のマリナになる。
違う。何もかも違うの。あの人は別れなくても、気づきもしなくても、私にはわかる。こんな子はマリちゃんじゃない。あんたなんか。
やめ。
お願いします。
Shimas?
マリナを返してください。どこの誰だか存じませんか。
The Keigo.
マリナはお腹を痛めて産んだ大切な娘なんです。
Yeah, and abused your entire life.
マリナ、
Fuck you.
ごめんね。いいママじゃなかったよね。でも大好きだからお願い。
A bit fucking late, isn't it?
マリナちゃんは静香ちゃんにひどいことをする。でも
Oh. Man. Man, I just feel horrible for Marina.
ごめんなさい。マリナちゃんのパパとママ。マリナちゃんじゃなくてごめんなさい。一緒にいられなくしてごめんなさい。マリナちゃん、殺してごめんなさい。考えなきゃ。僕は何をしちゃったのか、どうすればよかったのか。タコピー、これからどうすればいいのか。タコピー、
Whew.
ありがとうタコピー。殺してくれて。それで静香ちゃんともう一度お話ししなきゃ。
Mm.
おい、こっち
No.
なんかあるよ。おいおい、これ何？何？やばくね、これ。子供？
Oh, it's about to end. No.
ほらね、元通りだよ。
Oh, fuck, that was harsh.
ガラスの線、ほらね、元通りだよ。バラ
Oh man. Oof. That scene at the end is so getting me, man. Oh fuck. Okay. Like most of this episode was a lot more, in a sense, uplifting. Obviously, even though there is like this looming feeling of anxiety over it. Like it's like filter of anxiety over like seemingly happy events. And I feel like this kind of episode would have been really happy and really nice if this was a different anime. But because of how realistic this anime has portrayed all of the characters, and because of you know all of the implications of the actions of the characters, it just adds this layer of anxiety over it. That's like, this is just not nice. Because I actually, even though I think what Azuma was saying was like, he was definitely jumping the gun in saying all of the things and being maybe a bit too forward with someone who's in a state like Shizuka. But I do think that he was saying the right things, right? I do think that what he was saying, you have to take responsibility for your actions, no matter the reason behind it. I do agree with that, right? If you think your actions are justified, then you should take responsibility and stand behind it. Even though you're gonna get punished because it is illegal. But it's illegal for a reason. I mean, look, yeah, I think it is. He was saying the right things. I do think that, obviously, as I said, there is something to be said over relaying that kind of information and relaying those kind of things to a person who's in a mental state like Shizuka in a different way, but he's a kid as well, so I'm gonna give him props for that. Apart from that, this entire scene at the end, I did say, like, obviously, screw the mom and stuff like that. There is, once again, there is always nuance to stuff. I feel like I need to preface this because people are gonna assume the worst thing possible. There's obviously nuance to everything, and the mom, obviously, as we saw, it was just life was cascading into a worse and worse thing with her, like worse and worse situation, and she was taking it out on her child. And look, I'm gonna say this, I don't think this is like a because yeah, I don't think this is like a really shocking thing to say. I think a parent, it should be the standard, or not the standard, but a minimal requirement for a parent to, if there's something really shitty going on in their life, if there's something really traumatic for them or a bad situation happening in their own life, I feel like that they should do everything that they can. And like every single ounce of their strength should go into making sure that that child is protected from it and not taking it out on their child. And I think that should be the bare minimum requirement for a parent, right? And it irritates me. It fucking makes me so mad when I see a parent excusing abuse by saying, oh, I was in a bad situation, or I was also a victim of trauma and stuff like that. I'm like, you're a parent, right? You're a parent. You're supposed to be protecting your child with everything. And you exposed your child to trauma. You made sure that your trauma gets passed on to your child instead of stopping the cycle, or at least trying your best to stop the cycle. You're not I mean, you are a victim, but you are not you are so far without any fault. It's actually ridiculous that you're trying to absolve yourself of everything the horrible things that you've been doing. And I think that dad, when he said that you're trying to paint yourself as the victim, is in some senses in the right. Obviously, what he was doing is, once again, a completely different kind of topic, and he was definitely making sure to breed that kind of toxic environment that happened in the home. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like there is we have every right here to fully scrutinize the mom and critique her, right? Anyways, fuck me, man. I just get passionate about those things. Sorry. I know that sometimes people say that I have like too high of a standard for parents, but I feel like if there's one thing you should have a high standard for, it's for a parent, right? I feel like you should always have a high standard for a parent to have like the minimum requirements, to have the minimum reasoning, to have like some kind of minimum sense of responsibility. I don't know. Anyways. Sorry, I get passionate about, those kind of things. But that's my take on it. Maybe you guys disagree. That's fine though. I feel like this is one of those anime that definitely, like from what I'm seeing, the discourse online and stuff like that about it, it definitely feels like this is one of those anime that everyone's gonna see differently because of their different life experiences, because it is very much an anime that's gonna stem, like your view of the situations in the anime are gonna heavily stem from what you've experienced in your own life. And I feel like you guys might have a 180 look onto everything that I just said, which is fine. It's fine. I can understand that. But this is the way that my outlook on the situation is. So I feel like that's one of the best things about this anime, is that people are gonna view it in different, like from different perspectives, in different, you know, in different lights. And I feel like even the characters that you're seeing here, everyone's going through something so different at their home that and everyone's having different like problems, and it doesn't feel like any problem is like less important than the other or less powerful than the other, and I really like that, you know. But yeah, anyways, that's my opinion on it. Fantastic episode, very different from the rest of them. I wonder where this is gonna go. I wonder how the talk between Takopi and Shizuka is gonna go. I guess we'll find out, but for now I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.